It's gonna be a bright, bright sunshine day, right? You already heard that song right there. I can see clearly now the rain is gone. You already know the rain is gone. It's a bye-bye to the rainy season. Look, if the rain falls at this point in time, I'm sure you're gonna be like, is there something going on? What's happening with the weather and all of that? Well, it's the Hamatan season, and yes, the Yuletide season is just very close, very close, very close. So I would advise that you embraced it, whether you are ready for it or not, but just embrace it because whatever it is, it will come and it will go. But yeah, it has not really come yet. So yeah, let's just keep our fingers crossed. And to you that has been, very much anticipating what it's going to feel like. Maybe there is something you're expecting and everything. Come on. Hey, don't give up just yet. Hey, don't throw in the towel. It will still happen, right? 4 minutes gone past the hour of 7 on the AM side. And it's a beautiful Wednesday, the 27th day in the month of November of 2024. And yes, it is the Eagles Morning Rise Breakfast Show. That's right. It's got a couple of segments that follow through. I mean, one of such would be the news that was taken at 6:45. You already know. And of course, this one right now would be the pages, but you like to call it the newspaper review segment of the breakfast show. That's right, it comes in segments, that's right. Totality of nourishment, that's what we bring to you as we gain audiovisual consciousness every time that we step up the microphone. And I'm not just talking about me though, I'm talking about every other of my colleague who always come here to keep it 100. Right? Every time. And then yes, after reviewing the dailies, which by the way, you also get to add your voice in the discourse, you also have yet another opportunity to bring your voice in as the sports minister on radio, Smar, talking about Vicky Vic. It's going to be here at 8 a.m. to bring to you sports on Eagles Wings. And at exactly 9 a.m., I'll be making a comeback, a return, and we will talk politics and current affairs. Have I greeted you in the way that I know how to just yet? I don't think so. So let me say in my dialect, a messiere in Dagi, I would say Agife, and in Igala, it will be Olodudu. And of course, in Igbo is Otutuom. That's right. Yoruba would say, Karo Hausa would say, Inakwana. And well, the way Ife will put it would be, I'm sure she's listening. Okay, Emma Muriel Kelly goes with the bell. Yay! Excited morning it is. Right. And Aluta Continua Victoria Asata. Regardless of what it is, I mean, we keep moving forward ever, backward ever. Now, let me just intimate you in a couple of things that you ought to know this morning so that you are not going to be a deformed listener, because I care about you. We care about you very, very much. And so, let's get into it. I should let you in on the fact that Comrade Abubakar J. Abdullahi, chairman of the Academic Staff Union of Polytechnics, that's what they call ASUP, or ASUP, Kaduna Polytechnic Chapter, has announced the shutdown of all polytechnics in the country by December 2nd, I beg your pardon, due to the federal government's failure to meet the union's demands. I hope this doesn't really happen, but then, should it happen, if you're in polytechnics right there, well, you might want to begin to make alternative plans for December. Right. Now, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu will depart Abuja on Wednesday, that is today, for a state visit to France, according to Bayo Onanuga, Special Advisor to the President on Information and Strategy. Now, President Emmanuel Macron invited his Nigerian counterparts to the European country. So, I would say hasta la vista to the President. I thought he just came back from one, right? Brazil, right? Now he's going to, we are now France. Yeah. On invite, okay. Right, no problem. But anyways, the Port Harcourt Refining Company, PHRC Limited in River State has commenced processing crude oil production. Now, Olufemi Sonaye, spokesperson of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, disclosed this in a statement on Tuesday. But how is this going to correspond with the supposed or purported sale of or privatization of this refinery? And do you also think that the Port Harcourt refinery would be able to compete with a Dangote refinery? I'm not so sure. But yeah, if it has started work, well, they say seeing is believing. If the impact is not felt, then it is unheard. Now, former Kogi State Governor Yahaya Bello detained since he arrived at the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC office on Tuesday in Abuja. That was just yesterday, right? And is likely to be arraigned in court today. Now, Bello arrived at the Anti-Graft Agency's headquarters at about 12:55 p.m., accompanied by 3 lawyers. That's the part where you go, gang, gang. Seems like something's going on right there. But anyways, yeah, finally though, is appeared. Now, the monetary policy rate, MPR, was yesterday raised from 27.25% to 27.50% to curb the adverse effects of resurgent inflationary pressures on the economy. Now, the Central Bank of Nigeria Governor Olayemi Cardoso said on Tuesday, the governor spoke at the end of a 2-day meeting of the Monetary Policy Committee. That will be the MPC meeting in Abuja. But away from that now, let's take you to Ogun State House of Assembly, where, as at yesterday, they passed a resolution summoning the management of Dangote Cement Company to provide the plant's master plan detailing all associated facilities, including a trailer park and industrial drainage channel, in adherence to international standards. What is summoning? Now, no fewer than 53 street urchins and miscreants suspected to be drug peddlers were arrested by the operatives of the Lagos State Environmental and Special Offences Enforcement Unit, also known as the Lagos Task Force, during a raid of their hideout on Tuesday. Now, this was contained in a statement signed by the agency spokesperson Bedian Abdulrahim, and that was still yesterday. But the Federal High Court in Abuja, bringing it back home to the Federal Capital Territory now, has struck out the suit seeking to restrain the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, from arresting Babajide Sanwo-Olu, governor of Lagos, at the end of his tenure. Now, the presiding Judge Joyce Abdul-Malik dismissed the suit after Gbenga Akande, the counsel who worked for Sanwo-Olu, moved the motion to discontinue the case. Alrighty. What case would that be? I think that would be the case where issues that correspond with intense. But then the Department of State Services, DSS, has written one hashtag and bad governance protester, Khalid Aminu, demanding a retraction of his recent claim that he was brutalized while in the custody of the security agency. Aminu, an engineer by profession, was among several persons arrested in Kano and other parts of the north during the August hashtag and bad governance protest. Retract it! Retract it now! Retract it. That's what the DSS is saying. Why are you peddling the lies? We never ever maltreated you. Nobody did. But the Nigerian Meteorological Agency, NIMET, has predicted sunshine and haziness across the country from Wednesday to Friday. Now, NIMET's weather outlook released on Tuesday in Abuja anticipated moderate dust haze on Wednesday in the northern region with localized visibility of less than or equal to 1,000 m. Right. So Yahaya Bello may be arraigned in Abuja courts today. All right, November 27 it is. And the CBN has raised in Nigeria's interest rate. You should also know that EFCC had finally detained Yahaya Bello of the 80.2 billion naira fraud. And I think it got to 110 billion naira as a result of the fact that family and friends, we're all part of a, alleged fraud, right? Now, we should also let you in on the fact that, Port Harcourt refinery, the question is, will the NNPCL be able to compete with Dangote, especially now that the Port Harcourt refinery has been reactivated? And I don't know why this is not giving me so much the vibe. I'm not feeling the vibe of it saying, yay! Or ring the bell. I don't know. Maybe because of all of the promises and failures, that, went through in that process. But I'm really optimistic that this should mark a significant turning point for Nigeria's downstream oil sector, especially after all of these years of attempts, right? But let's see how that pans out, though, right? Now, I should also let you in on the fact that somewhere in Ebonyi State, Ebonyi governor is suspending health housing commissioners for some ill performance. Sanwo-Olu is also suspending media aid over misrepresentation of facts. A lot of suspensions going on right there now. And, of course, the GDP jobs growth at variance with reality. NECA and CUPP, they've all come out to saying that, Presido, the reality and the GDP, as per release, the economic growth as released by the National Bureau of Statistics, there is no, coordination. It is not coordinating. So, yeah, they're saying there's a sharp contrast in that one right there. This and many more is what we will be bringing to you, and I'm trusting that it will be, on the front pages of Nigerian newspapers this morning. So let's dive into it already, right? Okay, so looking at the dailies now, quite a number of dailies. The Punch newspaper, the Nigeria Tribune newspaper, the Guardian newspaper, the Vanguard newspaper, as well as the Nation newspaper. These are the dailies that we will be working on this morning. So you might as well want to join the conversation as you go across social media platforms, particularly the YouTube channel. Do well to subscribe and, of course, leave a comment so we know you came, you saw, and you're soaring with us. Do the same for Facebook at Eagles FM Abuja, and spread the love across Instagram, across TikTok, and where else again? Instagram, TikTok, okay, and X. Okay, that's right, at Eagles FM Abuja, and you would find us steady, shining, and glowing. And yes, you can also join that conversation as I hand down the studio numbers to you, as well as the WhatsApp portal number, because I am not so sure that time would allow for me to do that, after bringing the front pages, to your audiovisual consciousness right now. The number would be, take it down now, 0907 353 0044, right? Bring your voice in, and especially the female, if you're a female, a woman, that's what I'm talking about right there. Let's celebrate you as you bring your voice for the first time as we talk, the dailies, the pages, the newspaper review in our nation's capital, Nigeria. Abuja, of course it is, but then Nigeria by extension, okay? And the second number would be 0908 766 8888, right? 0908-766-8888. The WhatsApp portal number is 0909-705-4450. Right, let's begin already with the Punch newspaper. I'm punching you with this one now. The very big story, right, is written in red and black for some reason. Alleged 110 billion naira fraud. Bello due in court today, as ex-governor reports to EFCC. Page 2 is carrying that story. It's got one writer to it, though. Ex-Kogi governor detained by anti-graft agency faces 16 counts. Page 2 is carrying that story now to the belly area of the Punch newspaper. Now you see this one, PDP NEC, PDP NEC, that is, Pro-Wike governor set for showdown over Damagum. Page 2, very popular now. To page 21, Forex platform. CBN sets 100,000 US dollar minimum trade for banks. What are the implications? I'm trusting that we would be looking into that, in the coming days, maybe just before the week runs out. Right now, page 21 is carrying that right there. And now to this one, PH Refinery. That will be Port Harcourt Refinery. 200 trucks load daily. 150,000 barrels per day. Element plants dormant. Right, page 21 as well. Really looking popular. I think it goes in two in twos this morning, though. We got a page 2, now we gotta get in a lot of page 21 right there. Okay, PH Refinery is awoken from the dead. Right now, 4,449 policemen sue IG over delayed promotion. Page 7 is carrying that story. And hunted and executed, suspended Sanwo-Olu's aides. Comments stir probe call. Pages 4 and 5 carries that one. Unpaid pensions. Retirees set to occupy finance ministry. Page 7 looking popular. Retirees over unpaid pensions are looking to take over the finance ministry. Why are we not paid? Maybe we should start taking up your offices. Well, you find that one on page 7 now. Let's see this one right here and right now, just to the side of the Punch newspaper, but at the apex, the apogee, the peak of the front page newspaper for the Punch. It says, interest rate hike. Labour, OPS projects higher inflation, weaker Naira. Page 19 is carrying that story. Away from that now, let's get to the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. The big story with PH Refineries revival. Tinubu sets Warri Kaduna plans targets for NNPC. With the revival, the awakening of the PH refinery, the president is telling NNPC that, look, it's time to look at Warri now, Kaduna plans. And look, that's your target, NNPC. If you don't do this, that's your assignment. Well, I think with this, I should give this. This is what we call political will. I mean, the president is showing it and making sure that he allows for the full regalia of his office to begin to work. And I think that's what Nigerians are already asking, all of this while. Kudos to you, the president. Kudos. Tinubu commands Buhari, Kyari, African Export-Import Bank, NNPC begins truck out operations of petrol, diesel, kerosene to Nigerian markets. Oil marketers, industry experts laud NNPC over delivery of Port Harcourt refinery. Delivery. Wow. What a deliverance. But all of those are the riders to that big story. With PH refineries revival, Tinubu sets Warri Kaduna plans target for NNPC. That one you'll find on page 3. Now to page 12 is a sub big story. CBN raises interest rates to 25.50%. Right? It's got one rider to it though. Revalue the Naira, not MPC rate increase. Experts are saying. Revalue the Naira. Consolidate on the Naira rather than this incessant, insane in quotes, interest rate increment. That's what the experts are saying. But you would find that on page 12 right now. Just above the Nigerian Tribune newspaper banner. Second year in office, Obasanjo commissions roads in Osun. Commends Adeleke. All right, that's good. Right now to page 14, Nigeria loses $1.1 billion annually to malaria crisis. Look, if I tell you that malaria is a crisis, you wouldn't believe me. It is indeed a crisis. I don't know, for some reason, we just overlook malaria. It's as deadly as every other disease, as you know. But no, because we have resorted to self-medication, we don't see malaria as a crisis. Somebody get a headache now, it's, I want to take paracetamol, I want to take Panadol. That's drug abuse. You need to go for a check, right? As much as you can. I understand. Yeah, don't come at me. I know. Yes, the economy and everything, but I get it. But come on, don't look after your health. Who will? Yahya Bello now in EFCC custody. Page 3 is carrying that one. And one writer follows, may appear in court today. All right, well, I see this one right here. NBS reports on 3.46% GDP growth, decline in unemployment, not true reflection of current realities. Nasima is insisting that those statistical figure is totally not representational of the reality. Well, it's not just Nasima. I mean, we also saw NECA, doing the same, and quite CUPP is doing the same. I mean, just yesterday we saw the labor also, recanting what it was that the NBS had reported, in that line. But FCTA's list of CFO defaulters on pages 18 to 137. This must be a very, very serious one. Remember, it surfaced on the front page of Nigerian newspapers yesterday. It is resurfacing today, right? Now, the Guardian newspaper, the big story has to be about the whole refinery thing in now. Cautious optimism over cheaper fuel as PH refinery creates rivalry. Well, I'm trying to be optimistic right there indeed as well, because maybe this might just open up, for other refineries to begin to come from the dead. right into the world of the living, as the PH refinery is doing right about now. I mean, 150,000 truckloads, and that's something. Page 6 is carrying that story now. Let's go see this one on page 3. EFCC bellows men differ as anti-graft agency detains ex-governor. All right, Wale Edun, that's right, urges states to monetize assets, drive investment revenue, and you would find that one on page 3. Quite popular this time. Okay, so let's go see. Tinubu departs Abuja on state visit to France. Well, it's not just the president. He got an invite from the president of France, Emmanuel Macron, and that invite is covering also his wife, talking about the first lady, Oluremi Tinubu, right? So they be going together as a pair. Amid soaring food prices, Ayedatiwa backs Tinubu's economic policies, and you would find that one on page 6 of the Guardian newspaper. Some people want me to die, says Obasanjo. Ooh, really? Well, I don't know about that, but if he says it, maybe that's the situation. Page 7 is carrying that. Passenger don't die, okay? Private sector groans as CBN raises interest rate to 27.5%, right? And that you would find on page 15. Now, banks lose 53.4 billion naira to fraud in 9 months as attacks rise by 65%. Page 15 again is carrying that story. And you want to see something that says Mba ramps up IGR from 37.4 billion naira to 144.7 billion naira, presents 971 billion naira 2025 budget to Enugu Assembly. That's quite a lot of billion nairas here. Continued on page 4, this story that is, it begins on front page of the Guardian newspaper. And yeah, you want to go see some statistics, from 2015, how the Port Harcourt refinery timeline looks like. Well, you better go to the Guardian newspaper. You would see from 2015, 2017, they skipped 2018 for some reason, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, and of course 2024, right? Go see the big story right there. And it follows suit under the cautious optimism over cheaper fuel as PH refinery creates rivalry. Page 6. All right, now away from the Guardian now, let's get on to the Vanguard newspaper. The Vanguard newspaper, local fuel capacity now 860,000 barrels per day as PH refinery rebounds. Indeed, quite a rebound there, right? And you'd find that one on page 5. Still with the Vanguard newspaper. Let's join hands to make Nigeria a producing nation. The president Tinubu is saying that as that statement is accredited to him. Page 13 is carrying that story. I cannot agree with you any less, Mr. President. But then, let's see this one. NECA, CUPP, GDP jobs growth at variance with reality. Said that before, saying it again for reiteration purposes. Now you find that one on page 4. To page what now? Okay, this should be page 8. Got sharp eyes. Prices of local rice, beans, bread, eggs soar in October. NBS is saying that. If the NBS is saying that, and at the same time the NBS is also saying that we are having a growth of 3.46%, okay, I don't know. I'm just saying, but it's left to you to tell me. But just at the very apogee, the height, the peak, the top, the zenith of the Vanguard newspaper front page, you'd find CBN raises interest rates to 27.5%, right? And away from the Vanguard newspaper now, we'll bring the Nation newspaper to you. With the Nation newspaper, petrol rolls out again from Port Harcourt refinery 5 years after. Although there has also been some speculation that the Port Harcourt refinery, as well as even the Kaduna refinery, have been producing fuel on a low-key, at a low-key measure. But well, speculations are speculations. The fact has finally come out. Let's just say that this is when they're starting indeed, to get the refinery working, to a large scale, production capacity. Petrol rolls out again from Port Harcourt refinery 5 years after. And you would find this one now. I guess that's what obtains, or that's what informs why 2018 was skipped. In the statistics I gave you earlier, with the Vanguard newspaper, if I'm not mistaken, right? Well, anyways, let's go see the writer for it. Now, the writer for it says, "This is a milestone. Another writer thrilled. Tinubu orders quick action on Warri Kaduna refineries." That story begins on the front page of the Nation newspaper, and it is continued on page 4. And they also instructing in red, see also page 2. So page 2 has got something connected with that story. Now, CBN raising interest rates to 27.5% will curb inflation, ensure stability, right? It's got one writer to it now. MPC retains other monetary parameters. That story also continued on page 5 of the Nation newspaper. At the base of the Nation newspaper front page, you would find this one. Anti-graft uncover 16,800 rebagged 50 kilogram federal government rice palliative. You heard me. I should say that again. Anti-graft agency uncovered 16,800 rebagged 50 kg federal government rice palliative. Page 6 is carrying that story right there. And on that note, and with that, we say bye-bye to the front pages of Nigerian newspapers. And of course, this would be the time for you to give us your thoughts, your voice, around it, make it loud and clear, but then make sure it is guided, right, within the ambits of civility and responsibility. 2 minutes on Air Talk time, and of course for the WhatsApp portal, it will be 1 minute 30 seconds at most. 1 minute 35 second voice call, right? Your voice message, right? And if you're sending that message or a text message to the WhatsApp portal number, which is 0909-705-4450, please give it short and simple, go straight to the point, and we will have that conversation already, right? Well, I got this one, and I should bring up, go pay some bills. We'll be right back in a short bit, and I promise you, when we come back, it's going to be all about you. Don't go away.
It's time to join forces as the Defense Headquarters and the Organization for Military Sports in Africa, OSMA, presents the second All-Africa Military Games. Take place in Abuja from the 18th to the 30th of November 2024, with over 42 African countries in participation and featuring male and female military personnel taking part in various sporting activities like football, athletics, tennis, judo, and much more. Be part of this great sporting event as Abuja gets ready to play host to the very best of Africa's military sportspersons this November in Abuja. Visit www.amga2024.com and avail yourself of November at the Moshood Abiola Stadium. Admission is free. The Africa Military Games, enhancing African military cooperation through sports.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Wow, this feature phone is so good.
Which phone is that?
It is the ITEL IT5627. It comes with a 2500 mAh battery, which gives you 55 hours of standby use. Type-C charger, triple SIM slot, 3.0-inch screen, plus the 24 months warranty of worry-free use.
Huh? 4 month warranty?
Yes, go and get yours. ITEL IT5627. New ITEL, new experience.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Spread your wings and soar with me. It is still the pages, the newspaper review segment of the Eagles Morning Risers Breakfast Show right here on Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. We give you an audio-visual radio experience that you can count on anytime, any day. Now, the producer has asked me to roll out the numbers once again. 0907-353-0044 is that number to call. The other number would be 0908-766-8888. The WhatsApp portal number is 0909-705-4450. Taking this call. Hello and good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning to you. Is this Jibby?
How are you, my brother?
I'm fine.
My name is GB.
G, that's right. Where are you calling
On
from?
NMPC, only, man, come on, live cam.
Life Camp. GB, let's get into
NMPC is
it.
only now the petrol, only now the petrol. I want to congratulate the president,
Right.
President Tinubu, congratulate the GMB, Mele Kyari, and other many Nigerians who have hope that this government, APC government, are come to make Nigeria better. 16 years of PDP, no drop of any oil in our refinery. But within the 8 years to 9 to 10 years, at least, refinery has come on stream. So we know that others were still coming. Those who are calling that the Minister of Petroleum should resign and the GMD of Katkari should resign, I think they have other jobs to do now. Because these have brought a lot of good news to Nigeria. Number one, I don't expect the price to be cheaper, because some people are disappointed today at NNPC is rolling out that they have not had a price 500, 200 naira. No. My expectation was that it will boost our economy. Like Port Harcourt now will be I mean, the market environment. What I mean, the economy environment. People will get jobs. So job be created here. Hotelier, I mean, people will be selling and buying there. All those who will come and buy petrol there. A lot of things will happen in Port Harcourt now. And that's the value chain I was looking up to.
Right.
Not the one of because they will say petrol at 500. No. With a very difference between any reduction, it can't be like 100 naira from what Lagote is selling. But it's that now we generate more money. And more money will come to the government, to the populace, and everyone, and more jobs will be created. On that ground, I congratulate the president and the NMP and Nigeria, maybe Nigeria, who are not well, who are not putting the president. Then lastly, I want to comment on those rights that are being rebagged. There are millions of those rights who are going to private pocket today. And that's Nigerians. Is that the fault of the government? No. We are the one doing ourselves. The way we are today, it's not the government only. Ourselves contribute to what we are having with the corruption, the evil that we are going through today. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, GB, for that one, though. A lot of commendations, and yeah, all in sync. Hello and good morning.
Good morning, Mr. UND.
UND, welcome aboard, welcome aboard. Talk to me. Where are you calling from, though?
Yes, my name is, I'm in Sunrise Estate in Asokoro right now, my brother.
Oh, lovely, lovely. Talk to us, UND.
Yes, what I just want to say is about these refineries that started working now. It's a very good one. Just only congratulate our president only for that step. And I still appeal for him to kick out the refinery in Kaduna and Warri.
Yeah.
That should be a very good one for us that we can compete with.
Oh, that's a miss. Do well to call back UND, but yes, some strong point you put out there. Hello and good morning to you.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, good morning to you, please. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
I'm Steve. I'm calling from Alaska.
You're Steve, right?
Yes, Steve is my name. I'm calling from Alaska.
You're calling from Lifecam. Steve, let's get into it. Welcome aboard. Talk to us.
Okay, so we are talking about this refinery. Nigerians are happy that the refinery has come up. So my problem is that they announced this morning that the stocks are already in the refinery loading, they're ready to load. But the government never gave us what is the price. Anything like what price of what they are selling. How can you open refinery not are there to load? You never let us know the price what we are selling. So that's one thing. Another thing is that you see now this refinery is on. What we don't need to jubilate now. What we pray, let us watch this refinery to see work for 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 month before we start jubilating. I'm in the oil industry, I'm a marketer. In the past, like this, during Batagata, you see they will feed the refinery like this, it will be working. They will ask us to come and deposit money, NFPC will deposit money to the building. We see after 1 week, 2 weeks, the refinery will shut down. Our money will hook there. So we should not be happy here. Let us watch them and see. And let them give us the price they are selling.
Okay.
This is the reason you see most of our Nigerians, they don't believe government again because all the things they are doing it secretly. They don't open up to us. We are finding it difficult to believe them. Every time they do something, we don't believe them.
All right.
Even this refinery, what makes the refinery not be working since? nothing wrong with all this refinery. They will just play politics, playing this with what those ones. Nothing wrong with all those refineries. So they should tell us price. How much are they selling? They should open up. No, they should not be hiding things from us.
All right, Steve.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Steve. Steve right there says it's not just about the whole refinery trucks that taking the product and all. Give us the pricing. It'll be open, transparency. Hello and good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning to you, please.
Yes, propaganda on
Well, you should always tell us your name and your location. Very important. Hello and good morning.
Hello, Barrister. Good morning.
Oh, good morning to you, please. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yes, my name is Apostle Osolan from
Apostle. Yeah, welcome aboard.
That's a good report that our refinery is now working.
Right.
But not today with the hearing checking. When Buhari is in the throne, many a times they tell us that the refinery is working. But when we go and do a research, we see that it's not working. The government of the day, they have to keep silent until we observe that the refinery is working. Not telling us, but tomorrow they will tell us that something else has happened.
Right.
Thank God for that. If it is true. And another thing, let them put eyes in this insecurity in the land, because life have no duplicate. On daily basis, if you go to Nigerian radio or television, you will be hearing killing. This is not helping the situation. Please, as they have said that the refinery is working, I want that tomorrow they will tell us that insecurity has become a thing of past.
Right.
Thank you and God bless.
Thank you.
Thank
you so much. That's right. Thank you so much, Apostle Asalai, for that one right there. And that's what we talk about every time that you put a call through. Let us know your name and your location. Hello, what's your name? Where are you calling from? Good morning. Okay, so let's just always keep it, let's listen to instruction, please. It's very easy to do so. Hello and good morning.
Good morning, Master Yudi.
Good morning to you. Dr. Olajide, been a while. Feels good to hear you.
Honestly.
That's
we
right.
Thank God for everything.
Sure.
Most open call. Master Yudi.
Oh,
you see, our leader is our reflection.
Honestly.
You can imagine if Oku were to be a leader, the kind of leader Oku will be. You can see. That is on one side.
Right.
The work that can happen to any woman being on nation is to lose hope. And when you lose hope, you lose everything.
Right.
Thank God for those that have faith in Nigeria that they never lose hope.
Right.
That yes, at the end of the day, Port Harcourt refinery, that 60,000 barrels per day are kickstarting. It is not good yet, definitely, because we still have bigger one in that Port Harcourt than the Warri and Kaduna. It is when those one come upstream fully that we can really enjoy these refineries.
Right.
On price, Pastor Yudi, let Nigerians know that the price will not differ from that of Dangote.
Okay.
And the reason is very simple. The output is just too low. If that price is low, you can imagine the queue and sabotage and everything that will catalyze that little one. So I'm suspecting that the price will still be like that of Dangote, not to create chaos. Because if one pump station is selling about 800 naira now, you can imagine the queue. You can imagine how people will be buying it and be selling it at a certain price. Right. So I'm suspecting that the price will still not change. But as time goes on, when other come up on stream, then things can be better. We can now talk of reduction in price. God bless Nigeria. God bless you, USA.
All right. God bless you too, Dr. Olajide. Well, keep the calls coming through. Let's stir the conversation. Let's head on to a better trajectory for Nigeria. Yes, conversation is trending, and I brought it to you that the Nigeria Employers Consultative Association, NECA, and the Conference of United Political Parties, CUPP, they've said that despite the figures released by the National Bureau of Statistics, NBS, of a 3.42% gross domestic product GDP growth, unemployment and the reality in most households were in sharp contrast, right? But let's go take this one now. Hello and good morning.
Hello, Yudi. Good morning. My name is Abdul calling from Suleja, Niger State.
Abdul, welcome aboard. We appreciate you.
I'm very happy since yesterday when I heard that Tako refinery have started working.
Right.
I'm really, really, really very happy. The president has given order that the Warri and Kaduna should start working also. I'm happy about that. This is what he's supposed to do since. He's supposed to give the order that all the refinery in Nigeria should start working, so that there will be a competition between Dangote refinery and the NNPC refinery. And according to what the last caller said about the price, I don't think the price will change now. Since the capacity the Port Harcourt refinery is producing is still low. You see, if the price change, and maybe the NNPC own is very cheap, there will be queue, and there will be a problem in that queue. So the price should still remain the same until other refinery start working. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
God bless Nigeria.
Thank you so much.
God bless you.
That's right. God bless you too, my brother. Right, Abdul, right there, keeping it real, in his thought line. Well, let's see how we can get on to the Facebook page wall right there and see what's happening. Well, big thanks to Asogwa Collins Chima, right? By the way, my very, very close friend, former course mate, lovely. Thank you so much. He says nice with a thumbs up, appreciate that. And to you, to Atim Edet. You saying good morning, Mr. Uduak Daniel, watching you live from Abuja Airport Road. Well done work, sir. All right, the man with a golden voice, he says. Now, God bless Nigeria, God bless Eagles FM, and God bless you too, my brother. Now, let's get on to the WhatsApp and see what messages are there. Quite a number of messages, coming from the WhatsApp portal. I see you, Samuel from Kuje, giving a big good morning to me right there. Good morning right back at you too, my brother. And, of course, he's saying White Lion. Yaya Bello in the net of One Eye Eagle EFCC. I hope the lion will be well caged and justice delivered without fear or favor, right? Who are the people that want Obasanjo dead and why? What will they gain if the man dies? All I know is that anyone who wishes his fellow human being dead is indirectly wishing himself dead, because death is a road everyone must journey through, whether young or old, rich or poor. I rest my case. May God make it easy for us in this country in Jesus' name. Amen, he says. May God bless your day too, my brother. I appreciate you. Right. Let's see. Okay, I see another message now. Chinonso, always keeping it, short and simple, straight to the point. All the way from Suleja, Chinonso is giving a start line, says, Port Harcourt refinery working? Fingers crossed. Watching APC government with my one eye closed. Chinonso, come on. All right. Well, anyways, I get the, I get the whole cautious. You're saying we should be courteous of, this kinds of information. Well, would you also be assenting your thoughts with Samuel, who says the White Eagle? Well, I don't know. I'm just saying. One eye, you say. But anyways, thanks for that one, though. See you, Comrade Ulobasi, all the way from Buhari in Abuja. Good morning, Obong Udwak Daniel. God bless your day. Good morning to you too, Comrade Ulobasi. He's saying it's difficult to explain why organized labor leaders have not been remembering civil service retirees whenever they are agitating for pay rise and other welfare packages from the government. These retirees have always been left alone to fight for themselves, as if they were not the ones that laid the foundation of what the labor leaders are enjoying today. It's high time they be reminded that everyone will retire someday from whatever position being occupied today, and to know that what goes around will surely come around one day. May God Almighty save us from ourselves. Amen. All right, amen to that one now. I see you. This one coming from Honorable Edwards. Honorable Edwards, a stern 50 today. Okay. Honorable is 50-year-old. Please, all of y'all, let's give support to him, and long life, prosperity, live well, and be successful. and not just for yourself, but to everyone around you, Honorable. And I trust that you are that kind of person. Congratulations. And a new life, a new year has begun for you already. Seems like you got into your new year before some of us. I mean, the new year is still trying to end, so it's going to be a double blessing for you. Appreciate that from you, though, Honorable. Thanks for intimating us, and we appreciate you in no small way. I mean, in no small way, we celebrate you. Now, Abbas reporting from Duce Now says, good morning, Sir UD. Good morning to you too. On the revamp of Port Harcourt refinery, if this is true, it's a welcome development, but I want to plead with the federal government to float this 4 refineries in stock exchange, like Nigerians buy share, let Nigerians buy share, so the refinery will judiciously run by private board of directors, and NNPCL should stop giving out crude oil to this refinery, same price with international market. It's not right, he says. Abbas puts that out. Well, let's go see how we can also channel your thoughts via your voice notes, via the WhatsApp portal at this point in time. Okay, so we are at the WhatsApp portal now. Okay, let's bring it out. All right, so I see this one. Let's begin already.
Good morning, Igusefe. Good morning, Nigeria. My name is Daniel from Korodu. I want to say congratulations to Bola Ahmed Tinubu for putting the Port Harcourt refinery into work. It's a good news. We look forward to see that the price of PMS and AGOs will drop drastically. And we want to also urge him to do more in security. The killing in Benue, the killing in North Central is becoming too much. Please, Mr. President, do something about it. You are traveling. I think by now we should have ambassadors in all of this country. Mr. President has not appointed any ambassadors. Most of this traveling is not necessary. Let ambassador be representing him. We need him more in this country. There's a lot that Mr. President needs to do here in Nigeria. The issue of insecurity, the issue of the economy is in a very bad shape. There is hunger in the land. Please, Mr. President, we know you can do this. Please, and please, take the issue of security very, very serious. Nigerians are dying, please. Thank you, and God bless you, Gusefe.
All right, thank you so much, though, for that one, Dan, all the way from Kurudu right there. Appreciate you. Well, Nigeria has actually appointed an ambassador, in France. Her name is Modupe Enitan Irele, right? And she's been serving as the Nigerian ambassador to France since December, 18 of 2017. So she has made history by becoming the first female Nigerian ambassador to France. I think I should, put that out so that we are duly informed. But yeah. This one was an invite, special invite. President of France, Emmanuel Macron, said, President of Nigeria, come with your wife. I want to see you. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, though. I'm just saying. But let's go see this one.
Good morning, Mr. Yudi. My name is Yaya from Suleja. Bello arrested by EFCC. I don't think that headline is correct. They should have put him in such a way that Bello surrendered himself to EFCC because he wasn't arrested. Even EFCC confirmed yesterday that he came to the office with 3 lies. Why are they still arrested? You understand? So EFCC could not arrest. They were just playing with the intelligence of people. We all know that they didn't want to arrest Bello. You understand? So if they could arrest Ogiano, if they could arrest Okowa, and they cannot arrest Bello, who is close to the Federal Capital Territory here, and they are telling us he arrested. Arrest what? He just surrendered himself. Probably they even begged him to come and to surrender himself so that this, because the change is coming so much. The FCC chairman said before that if he does not see to the end of this Bello case, he will resign. And it's becoming a shameful thing already. And as for potential refinery start production, I think is a good thing, the right steps in the right direction. But I'm not particularly enthusiastic about the whole thing because we need that refinery to work for almost maybe for good 6 months or 1 year before I can see refinery is back on board, because we have seen scenarios before that maybe we start working in the next 1 to 2 months it will stop working. So we need it to work continuously for 1 year. Then we'll say okay, the refinery is back on board. That's my state. That's organizing.
Thank you so much, though. It says that there is that the information did not really come in the way it should be. He wasn't arrested. He presented himself and all of that. Well, the bottom line, the common denominator is Yaya Bello has been detained, right, by the EFCC. It's out there now. So all of you can put it to rest now. Finally, it's there, all right? So all the talk of, Yaya Bello is still out there. It's not there. Oh, come on. Let's put it to rest, okay? And let the law, take its due course. But thank you, by the way, though. Appreciate. Now let's go to this.
Good morning to Goodluck Daniel Mesere. My name is Salasi, sending this voice note from Turkey. I want to start by commending the work of our refinery. But somebody shouldn't say a black and white 16 years of PDP, the refinery were not working. It works during the time of Yaradua, even the time of Jonathan. The problem is that it wasn't working 100%. So these are the issues. So we are talking of Port Harcourt refinery. I want to commend him for that. Nobody is against the government. When the government do the right thing, we applaud them. When they go wrong, we say it the way it is. So we shouldn't cajole the callers and listeners of this great. Everyone is entitled to his opinion. So now we want to see the effects. And the government give order for Warri and Kaduna refinery. We want to see that working, and we believe that it will work. So these are the things. And I want to say, President traveling to France, I wish him the best, all the best till he come back. So these are the things. So for the issue of this country, none is against this government. So somebody can just come and say for the 16 years of PDP, the refinery, none of the. Okay, how about Buhari for the past 8 years? Did he make the refinery works? Did he make the refinery works? So we want to commend this government. They do the needful, and we commend them.
All right, do the needful. We commend you. That's what Selassie says.
Hello, UD. My name is GB. Right, on the Kaduna refinery. I think you can hear people say, "Don't rejoice. Let's wait for 1 year to see it work first." You see, these whalers and naysayers, they will not stop asking me. Don't be surprised. They will tell you that thing did not even exist. That you see on TV is a Photoshop. Let them there and see that the refinery is working. People are loading fuel there. Patakota are rejoicing. River people are rejoicing because it will boost the economy of the state. We are rejoicing that what PDP could not for 16 years, APC did within 10 years. It's a plus. That Kaduna is already on the way, and what is already on the way. And these are the achievements of the government. That the government has a determined to make Nigeria better. The whaler can continue to weigh. The lamentator and the naysayer can continue to lament. We are saying that Nigeria is moving forward. Thank you.
All right, isn't this just what makes the family beautiful right there? Everybody entitled to their thoughts, and we see things, differently from the different sides of the coin. Well. All right. I don't know. I see this. Thank you, by the way, GB, for that. But let's see this one. Okay, it's refusing to download, so let's go see another right now.
Good morning, Barrister. Good morning, the princess of the house. It's Abasanjo from Amali, Niger State.
Oh, Abasanjo, welcome.
I am using this medium to celebrate with Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, the former vice president and the presidential candidate of the People Democratic Party, PDP.
Oh, come on, Obasanjo, please now. What did we talk about Atiku Abubakar? And I don't get it. Let's stick to the front page of Nigerian newspaper this morning so we can avail time for every other. Let's see, can I take one more? No, I cannot. I really wish I could take one more call, but no. The producers have given me a corner eye, saying that you need to put a stop to it, an end to it. But I appreciate each and every one of us. I mean, we put our thoughts out there. And yes, we're one family. And just to borrow from the words of Selassie, nobody hates the administration. Nobody does. Nobody is hating any administration whatsoever. The idea is do the right thing, stand for the people, and make life easy. And you are just good to go. That's how Nigerians think. That's how I think, by the way. I don't know about you, but that's my thought line. Let things work so that the suffering masses, so that my brothers and sisters will have something to leverage on. If there's nothing to leverage on and the Japa syndrome is happening and yet we are being scrutinized, malhandled by other countries of the world, and we go back to saying, how could we also make statements outside the shores of Nigeria, as with David Doe, who had said that, look, black Americans and Nigerians, don't come back, don't come back, because the coast is not clear, and now he's being dragged, so that we don't have these kinds of situations. Please, whatever your administration is, whether you are a President Bola Ahmed Tinubu administration, which of course is the current administration, or you are the future administration, maybe after 8 years or after 4 years, we don't know, where the pendulum will actually go this time. But yeah, whether you're the future president, do the right thing and make sure that you write your name in gold, because a good name, they say, is better than riches, right? So I pull the plugs right now for the newspaper review, which we like to call the pages, as Vicky Vic is going to be coming up in a short bit to take you on sports and Eagles Wings. And at 9 o'clock, I'll be right back, because we are going to talk about the idea of having to say that the budget was going to be presented today, and then again, the budget will not be presented again today. Remember again that there has been, a time frame of, is it the September cycle now? Some are saying that is about late. already? I mean, we're in November. Why is it not presented, as this might as well contribute to the affairs of how the nation or the affairs of the country will be piloted? Well, this and many more is what we'll be looking at 9 a.m. But I want